Hey, I'm Michael Washenko, the owner and founder of the art publishing house Lost Alphabet, and I am starting a vlog which I want to share with you guys about the life of an art publisher. What are the things that I spend my day on? How do I invest my energy, my time? What does it take to be an entrepreneur in the art field and to do something where you're collaborating with people from all around the world and working on really exciting projects and selling art hand to hand with people. And that's really what this blog is about. And so today is March 30th, the end of 2019. And today was a pretty chill day, honestly. I went to the coffee shop and I did some work there, which I don't normally get to do. It's been exciting. And I'll work you through how I spent my day and my time. I went and I first off had to send some invoices for people who want to order books. You know, it's always kind of a pain. I have to log into my bank account and like send out invoices, and then wait for them to pay before I send out books. Because one of the worst mistakes you can make when starting your own company is giving your product away before people pay. Don't do that. Um, and then I spent a lot of time emailing. I spend an ungodly amount of time emailing, honestly, as an author. But it's all really exciting things, you know. Um, for example, I spent a lot of time emailing the author for this book about Iceland, which is coming out. I'm super excited to share. But we're editing the book description here in the beginning, and we just want to make sure that everything is right. You know, we want to make sure that the punctuation's right, that the formatting's right, that we're all on the same page. And, you know, it takes a lot of time for us to go and communicate back and forth because the author's in Iceland, and that means that every time I have to order a proof, and then it gets shipped to my house, and then I mark it up, and then I mail it to Iceland, which I did earlier this week. And then I, email him saying these are the changes I made, and we go back and forth. So I spent some time with that. I went and spent some time with some other authors. I fixed the cover for this book that's coming out soon, Portals, by Evelina, from, let's see, where is she from? She's a really cool artist, just check her out. From Lithuania. There's a really dope book we have coming out. Well, anyway, I ordered the proof, the final proof, and it's crooked, and I was like, what the fuck? So there's goes my monetization, but so I had to figure out how to fix that. We just published A Pool of Venus by Alexandra Lee. Awesome book. We just published it earlier this week, a few days ago, and did some back end stuff with that, dealing with orders. A lot of other stuff that I did. So we have 2 book fairs coming up next month, and I've been going crazy trying to prepare for that, trying to get these books out so that we have them, and then also just trying to make sure that the books are there. So we have the Exile Book Fair in Miami in the beginning of April, which is awesome and great, and I ordered the books for that because I don't just always have, we have 30 titles now, and I don't always have 30 books here with me. And then we went, and in mid-April, we're doing a book fair, the Independent Art Book Fair in LA, and it's a kind of logistic nightmare because it's all the way across the country from me, so I have to go and mail my books there, and order my books and mail my books there, and then make sure that it's all coordinated. And then I'm giving a presentation there, my office is giving a presentation there, so I spent some time emailing the director of that, saying this is what I want my presentation to be. Can you please give us this amount of time? We'll cover this much. Thank you so much. And, coordinating with my authors. So a lot of time, honestly, spent emailing it, and that, face-to-face or over the internet collaboration to make things happen. And then I went and I researched on how to start this YouTube channel, which I've been trying to do for a long time, and I really don't know anything about what I'm doing at all, but, Sure, I'll try it. Um, so that spent the last few hours with that, and then after this, I have to go and work on my own personal work now that I've kind of finished my business work for the day. I have a book coming out, Into the Wild Sky, that I collaborated with Hey Rachel May, and there's a little bit of a problem with it. I'm super excited for it as a book and as a project to share with you guys, but I went and I shot this film, and I shoot a large amount of film. I shoot photography all the time, and so I really have to budget as a creative. You know, already with the cheapest possible scans, we're looking at like $15 a roll if we count the cost of the film, the processing, and the scanning. And I do know how to do those things by myself, and I do have a nice scanner, but I just don't have the time. So, you know, when I go and I shoot 10 rolls of film for a project, you know, that's $150 just there and blown in one day on film. So I went and I actually found a 1 hour photo, believe it or not, in 2019 right near us. So I went and I drove there a couple weeks ago, and I caught the film process there and scanned there, and the scans are very low resolution. And because this is something that you deal a lot with any type of film, especially whenever you're photographing during sunsets, even necessarily in digital, the color balance isn't quite right, and the machines don't read it because they don't expect the scene to be so orange and so red and so yellow. And so what happens is all of these photos in this book are like really, really cyan. And so I'm going to go in by hand over the next few days and color edit every single photo and to make it look good in the book here. And so that's really not something that you can do in batches. I mean, sometimes if you have all the same thing, but I use kind of the point of that book is having so many different lighting situations and poses and facial expressions like clashed against each other. So every single one has to be done by hand. And it's not something you can just like pump into a Lightroom for their stuff like that. So I was up late last night doing that, and I'm just going to keep doing that, and I'll finish it sometime this week. Again, I want to have this book ready and ordered and here from the printer before the fair in like 2 weeks, less than. So that's really what I'm up to today. I also did some other stuff with Instagram. And that's really today was a pretty chill day. I mean, I left a lot of space in my schedule to figure out YouTube. I guess this is my very first YouTube video, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see. But let me know if you like this. Let me know if you want to see more. I have a lot of insights that I want to share with you guys, a lot of things that I think can provide value to you. And if you have any questions, just be sure to like and subscribe. I promise to not be one of those people that like starts a YouTube and then never posts again. I have a lot of content that I'm making. And thank you so much. Have a great day.